So, you want to know how to stay ahead of 99% of people? Well, here's the thing. It's not about being some genius or winning the lottery of life. Ever see those people who seem to have life figured out? While you're over here trying to remember if you put deodorant on both armpits. Spoiler, you didn't. Meanwhile, they're crushing life and you're still wondering why you walked into a room for the third time today. Well, I've got news that'll blow your mind harder than realizing you've been waving back at someone who was actually waving to the person behind you. There's one thing these super achievers do, and it's not drinking some fancy green smoothie or repeating motivational quotes in the mirror at 4 a.m. Really, who has time for that? Ready for the earth-shattering revelation? It's consistency. Hold on, don't click away. Think of it like this. You know how your neighbor keeps saying he's working on his novel? He's written exactly 3 words in 2 years. Meanwhile, that other guy who writes just one paragraph every day? He's already published 2 books and is probably dating your crush. James Clear, the genius behind Atomic Habits, says it's like compound interest for your life. Stick with me here. Imagine you're saving $1 a day. At first you're like, wow, a whole dollar, I can buy absolutely nothing. But fast forward a year and suddenly you've got enough saved for that fancy coffee maker you've been eyeing. Here's the kicker. Most people quit before the magic happens. They're like, I've been doing this for 2 whole days. Where's my TED Talk? Meanwhile, the real winners are just showing up every day, doing the work, even when motivation has ghosted them. Let's talk science, but make it fun. Your brain is basically a toddler at a candy store. It wants everything now. You open Instagram for just 5 minutes and suddenly it's 3 a.m. You've stalked your ex's new dog's Instagram and somehow ended up watching videos about how pencils are made. Meanwhile, that workout you planned? Your brain's already moved on to planning next year's resolution. Remember that famous marshmallow experiment? Where they gave kids 1 marshmallow but said if they waited, they'd get 2. Turns out the kids who could wait ended up more successful in life. Though, honestly, I would have eaten both marshmallows and the wrapper. But that's why we're here, right? The thing is, most people are stuck in this loop of instant gratification. Netflix autoplay is like, are you still watching? And you're like, yes, I am, and I'm not proud of it. While the 1% are out there grinding, knowing that delayed gratification is where the real magic happens. Remember Kobe Bryant? While others were hitting the snooze button, he was already in the gym. Though, let's be honest, if I tried waking up at 4 a.m., I'd probably just walk into walls and make coffee with orange juice instead of water. But here's the thing. Excellence isn't about being perfect. It's about being slightly less terrible each day. Like, yesterday you could only do 1 push-up. Today you can do 1 1/4. Progress. Science backs this up. Turns out grit beats talent when talent's being lazy. It's like that story of the tortoise and the hare, except the tortoise is wearing Nikes and has a protein shake. Look at any successful person. They didn't just wake up one day and go, oh, wow, I'm awesome now. They showed up every day, did the work, probably cried a little or a lot, but kept going anyway. Success is like growing a plant. You water it every day and nothing happens, for weeks. You start wondering if you're actually watering a plastic plant. Then, boom, growth spurt. Jeff Bezos didn't become Jeff Bezos overnight. Amazon started in a garage, probably right next to a sad bicycle and those Christmas decorations nobody ever puts up. For years, people were like, an online bookstore? That's cute. Now look who's laughing all the way to space. The problem is, we live in a world of Instagram highlights. Everyone posts their victories, but hides the 527 times they failed first. It's like trying to learn a dance. Nobody sees the part where you tripped over your own feet and almost knocked yourself out with your knee. Want to get ahead? Do that extra 1% every day. Read something longer than your phone's battery life. Get up and actually use that gym membership you've been paying for since 2019. Here's the truth. Life is exactly like that marshmallow test. The choice is yours, quick wins that feel good now or real success that lasts. And trust me, nothing tastes sweeter than looking back at your progress and realizing you've actually become that person you always wanted to be. So here's what you're going to do right now. First, smash that like button harder than you smash your alarm's snooze button. Then hit subscribe, because we're in this journey together. And finally, start stacking those wins, one consistent day at a time. Let's make it happen.